Good afternoon, parents. It's Mr. V. So I went through both of my classes and asked them how confident they would be in attempting to pass the test. When it comes to multiplication, a lot of them, I would say over 80% of them said yes, they could pass it. But when I asked them about rounding and place value, apparently not too many of them are confident. So just so the parents know, this is what I mean by place value. So I'm just going to put a sample here. We're going to put the number 1 million. So place value is basically where each digit within a number is located. For example, the first digit is located in the 1 place. The second digit is in the 10. The third digit is 100. And we go further out. Ignore that. Then we have 1,000. 10,000. 100,000, please pardon the writing, I know it's going to take a while, and then we have the million. So that's what I mean when I say place value. Where the digits are located determines their place value. So for example, if I were to write a random number like 96345, the 5 is the first number, so it will be in the ones place. The 1 is in the second digit, it will be the tens place. The 4 is the third, 100. The 3 is in the thousands place. 6 is in the 10,000 place, and then the 9 is in the 100,000 place. That's what I mean by place value. Now when I say rounding, let's move this just a little bit. We'll take the same number I wrote up here, the 963,415, and let's say I want to round to the nearest, we'll make it easy, we'll go nearest tens place, so the tens place. So we know starting from the first digit, which is the 5, it is in the ones place. The second digit is in the tens place, so we are rounding to the nearest tens place. Okay, now when I say rounding, it means one of two things. Rounding could mean that the number either A, stays the same, or changes. That's what rounding means. That the number, for example, in this case, the 1, that the number stays the same or changes. Now, in this case, if the number is 4 or less, you let it rest. All that means is stays the same. So it's the number next to it, not the 1, but the number right next to it will be the 5. So it's not 4 or less, so it's not going to rest. If it's 5 or more, raise the score. And that means it changes. Okay, I'm going to rewrite this number so y'all can see what I'm saying. So we got 963,415. We are rounding to the nearest 10. We know the 10 is the 1. Now the number next to it will tell us if it's gonna rest or raise, or if you prefer, it is just gonna tell us it's gonna stay the same or change. So we know that this is a 5, so we're gonna raise the 1 up. All that means is, instead of it being a 1, the score goes up 1, so it becomes a 2. Any number after the number that I need to round will become a 0. It doesn't matter if the number stays the same or if it changes. any number after the number that is rounded will become a 0. So that 5 became a 0. Now, let's say you still don't get it. It's okay. We'll use the same number and we'll round it to a different one. So let's do 963 415. And we're going to round to the nearest, let's say 1,000. Okay. We know this 5 is in the ones place. We know this 1 is in the tens place. We know this 4 is the hundred place. And we know this 3 is the thousands place. So this is the number we are rounding. The number that tells us if this 3 stays the same or changes is the one directly next to it, which is the 4. Now, this is a 4. So the rule is 4 or less, let it rest, or it stays the same. So that means this 3 does not change. It just stays a 3. Then every number after the number we rounded will become a 0. So the 4 becomes 0, the 1 becomes 0, and the 5 becomes a 0. This is what the kids need to start working on. Their confidence in this is not that well. So please, parents, help me out. I just want them to do their best. Take care.